All right, welcome back. This is gonna kind of include, say, I don't know, the third through the fifth day of my crystal journey with Joy, and it involved just continuing to practice what I'd already learned. This was the tabular crystal spoken of in the very first blog. I didn't do a video on that. I decided to switch to videos because it takes me a while sometimes to get it in writing. I may do that again anyway, just for my own record. That's that diamond spot I'm trying to show that I found works on my third eye, and the portal I found, and the first one I worked with, and it's a special friend now. But I worked with it on those next few days, say on my chakras, on my third eye, and still continually as a switch. Left hand different than right hand. Uh, Left hand cleansing, taking something away. Right hand giving something, putting something there. There's distinctly a feeling, sort of that, and a distinct sensation when it's above the chakra cones, as described in the first blog, the chakra cones. And this is on the third day. This is a necklace I wear a lot. I make crystal jewelry. This is one of mine I made. It's a fluorite sides, and the centerpiece is a apophyllite. They cleave off naturally as a pyramid, and that's the natural point. This is unpolished, just natural out of the ground this way. I decided I wanted to find the portal on this one, I believe on my third day. And sure enough, I found a spot that activated more than the rest. Let's see, I believe it was here. I had to put it to my forehead and find out and spin it around, and I find the same spot again that activates my third eye more than otherwise, which is so fascinating to me. The interesting thing about this is I shared this with one of the anesthesiologists that I work with in surgery, because I like to test things and bang them out. She's done the third eye exercise with me several times, and other exercises that I've come up with that I've learned do interesting physiological things with the body. And she's a curious creature, and even in there in the operating room with it, even under monitors, we'll try different things. And she, I gave her this necklace and told her, had her read my first blog, that first page, day one, and see if she could find the portal on this necklace. And sure enough, like an hour later, I went to her after a case I had done, and she goes, "Yeah, it's right there. It's in this spot." And sure enough, she was right. That was the spot. And she said, "Wow, it is. It's a switch. It goes on and off, on and off, on and off, and it's amazing." And that was just sharing it with, the first person I knew that knew my third eye exercise. So I knew they would hopefully be able to sense a different sensation in that area with a crystal like I did from my first test. And so I was validated extremely by applying it to yet another septic, another scientific mind, a medical mind. And boom, within an hour, she was able to find the portal, hand it to me, and go, "Yeah, it's right there." And looking at me with a strange look like, "How did I do that?" And wow. So thank you again, Joy, white peacock woman. Your schooling, your training is spectacular. And understand this is, it's also in some ways with medical prodding to get you to grab that little spark in your mind that propels you forward to the next steps that are so close. Because I think intuitively we're all really close to a lot of things, and at least twice now she's been able to really push my progress forward by barely just tweaking, the tiniest bit of tapping my cage or my shell, as it were, to make that happen. And here we are. And wait till you hear about day 6. Namaste.